What is up, everybody, and welcome to FLW Videos. In today's episode, we are going to be performing a deep dive on Suicune in Pokemon Go. Because of the recent release of the shiny variation, I think a lot of people are going to be interested in Suicune, wondering just what can you do with it? From the raid perspective, from the PvP, is there any good news related to this Pokemon? We are going to be talking about anything and everything related to Suicune, so if you do enjoy this type of video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Suicune with a max AP of 2,983. Suicune is a pure water type Pokemon. Statistically speaking, it has an overall ranking of 49th in Pokemon Go. It is surprisingly high, as you can see, a very high stamina, a very high defense, but unfortunately its worst stat is its attack stat at 180, ranked at 189th in Pokemon Go. Secondarily, taking a look at the moveset, it's not getting much better because for Suicune, we do not have any type of stab on the quick move besides if you have yourself that legacy hidden power water typing. There is a lot going on with Suicune. Suicune is already battling the fact that it doesn't have that high of an attack stat, but as we've seen with PvP, that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? But I think the final nail in the coffin is the fact that its moveset is just atrocious. This Pokemon got robbed of having any type of usability in the game. But there is some good news. If you remember, there is the global challenge event going on where we receive 3,000 Stardust for every raid that we complete throughout the week. Well, coincidentally enough, the legendary raid day is during the time window, and because of that, you need to get out there and go ahead and go up against yourself a Suicune and get 3,000 Stardust for every raid. If you end up using yourself a star piece, you'll get 4,500 per raid, and guess what? You get 5. That's right, 5 free raid passes on the raid day, meaning you're roughly going to end up getting yourself like 20,000 Stardust out of this entire thing if you get out there and catch some Suicune. So that's definitely going to be a positive. But all jokes aside, I did find one piece of good news when we took a look at it from the raid perspective. If you go up against a camera up, which is going to be double weak to the water typing, you end up getting a showcase of just how good these water type Pokemon are. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom, and I mean all the way to the bottom, you are going to find Suicune actually makes it ranked at number 24. It's definitely good. Anyways, it's getting beat by something like a Whaler, for example, but this is the one instance that I could find where it did end up ranking into the top 24, and that's like with the hidden power. So without the hidden power, yeah, good luck on finding Suicune, finding any type of viability from the raid side. When we take a look at it from PvP, I think it has at least one or two things going on for it. One, it has a low attack stat, which traditionally speaking means that it could end up being fairly good at a lower league. For example, something like the Great League. And it technically can qualify for the Great League if you get a super low set of IVs. So that means you're going to have to get a really low friendship level. I believe that the lowest at level 20 is like 1477 once you end up trading it over. So you have a little bit of room. You're not going to be able to do this with Ultra Friends, for example. So just keep that in mind. It is going to technically be on the expensive side because of that. But at the same time, though, if you do not have that hidden power legacy move that is the water typing, it's not going to be good. It ended up not ranking out in any of the leagues, even in the Great League. It just got robbed because of this moveset overall. I was hoping that there would be some type of update when we end up receiving like new moves. For example, like Raikou getting Shadow Ball. I was so hopeful that Suicune would get something on that quick move that was of the water typing. That way it could at least be usable from the PvP perspective, but that's just unfortunately not in the cards. Maybe in the future we will see something different. I just want to go ahead and say, from this regard, it is unfortunately a Pokemon that you do not want to invest any Stardust into whatsoever. A huge red flag, do not fall victim of spending any Stardust on this Pokemon unless you absolutely just want to do it because you enjoy the Pokemon or something like that. But from a logical perspective, this is an absolute no. Anyways, I want to know what you think about Suicune in the comments section below. How do you think that Niantic should fix this Pokemon to make it more usable? Let me know your ideas and your suggestions in the comments section below, and I will see you next time. If you want to develop a deeper connection, I would highly recommend you to check out Patreon. We've got a lot of really cool things going on over there. Check out all of these supporters that we have. We are almost up to 100. We are also posting some special content, some behind the scenes work, and if that is the type of thing that interests you, I would highly recommend you to check it out.